Now then, today I have got special permission to fish this absolutely stunning private mill pond. That is definitely the beast. That is definitely the one. It's even bigger than the last one. So I've actually fished here once before, and when I got here, just looking at it, I absolutely knew that there were going to be some special fish in there. What happened was we caught some absolutely beautiful and sizable wild trout, some of the biggest I've had all season, and some of the most incredibly marked ones too. We also had a really unique, really cool looking perch, which had a sort of red tinge to it. But the one thing that I have not stopped being able to think about since then was the very, very big trout that came off right at the end of the day. Oh my days. That's a really big trout. That's a really big fish. So today we are back and we are going to try a few different tactics and try get it in that net. Now I'm fairly sure that when we do start fishing that mill pond, we are going to start getting some bites pretty much straight away. But for now, there's a small stream that runs out of it, and I know for a fact that there's some smaller trout in there, so I'm going to get warmed up, see if we can't pull out some fish from these little wooded areas behind me. This little spot down here looks so good. Some nice oxygenated water. I really hope we can get one in here. It's just the kind of perfect place for a trout to be hiding. Fish on, yes, come on. That's actually not a bad fish. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No way, no way. No way. Come on. No way. Yes, we've got it in the net. Get in. So always remember to wet your hands if you're going to be handling a trout, because they are very sensitive fish. You want to make sure that's nice and wet. Anyway, let's take a look at this one. Now, considering where we caught this one from, this is an absolutely beautiful fish. Look at the size of that from a tiny, shallow little stream. Let's get you off on your way. Well, what a pleasant surprise. I genuinely thought the fish in there were going to be considerably smaller than that. I was thinking they were going to be absolutely tiny. Anyway, something interesting about that fish in particular is that it is the first ever fish to be caught on that rod I was using. And by that I don't just mean the actual rod. It's not just a new rod, it's a completely new model from Rigged and Ready, never before seen. That's the first fish on it. Well, I'm sure the fish are going to get much bigger than that in the mill pond. I hope so anyway, but what a fantastic way to start. Couldn't be any better, really. Well, my apologies if there's any wind noise. The wind is absolutely brutal today. Anyway, we're kicking things off at the head of this pond where the stream comes in, where there's a bit of an inflow of water. That's always a hot spot for trout, isn't it? We had one on the very first cast last time we were here. Fish on, yes, come on. Oh, that's not a bad one actually. Oh, that does feel like a nice fish. Oh, I missed it. No, 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 no. Come on. Oh, I've missed it a second time. Yes, get in. Wow, I cannot believe this fish we've got here. Look at that. That is a very, very, very special fish. And what an honour it is to catch it. Oh, blimey. Look at the size of that. Wow. Well, was that the beast that we lost last time? I'm not quite sure, but it definitely felt big enough to be. But just judging on the fact that we've caught that fish within the first 5 minutes on this mill pond, I'd bet my bottom dollar that there's going to be an even bigger one in there somewhere, and I'm going to go and try catch it. Before we do that though, just going to go slap a bit of sun cream on, because It is a blisteringly hot day today. Another good thing is that the best spot is still yet to come. Over in that corner down there, that's where it gets the deepest. That's where we caught that nice perch last time, and we did lose a couple of really big fish over there as well. This might be a good time to say if you are enjoying this video, it would mean the world to me if you subscribe to the channel if you don't already. I put so much time and effort into these videos, it's unbelievable. I've been trying my absolute hardest to get one out every Sunday, and I did so for about 10 weeks, but loyal viewers of the channel, I'm sorry I couldn't get one out last week. It gets very, very hard. Each video I make takes about 15 to 20 hours to edit maybe, and I film a lot on Fridays, so I honestly can't remember the last Saturday night I had where I wasn't up till 2 in the morning behind the laptop editing. I've made a lot of sacrifices for the sake of this channel, and your support does honestly mean the world to me. I mean, I don't know what you were doing when you were 25 on a Saturday night, but probably doesn't look like mine. Time to head round, get a good angle on all this deep water, see if we can't pull something nice out of it. And this mill pond sort of has a main big deep channel, and when you stand here you can cast directly down it. And that's what we were doing when we lost the fish first time round. So I've since found out, since last fishing here, that this actually drains this whole pond, so I want to make sure I don't accidentally end up twisting it around a few times. It's actually something like about 12 foot deep just off here, and I have mostly just been fishing with normal spinners which swim quite shallow, so I'm going to go for a bit of a tactic change, try fish a little bit deeper, and maybe that's going to be where the perch are hiding today. I think we'll kick things off extra small with this. I'm not even sure what this is called, but it is a good fish catcher, and if this doesn't work we can always go for something bigger. Down we go. Fish on, yes. Oh, what is that? What is that? That's taking drag. No way, is that a big perch? Wow, it's a very big trout. It's a very big trout. That is definitely the beast. That is definitely the one. It's even bigger than the last one. And it's taking a jig too. Right, stay calm, stay calm. Oh, no way. No way. No way. Oh, no way. No way. Not this time. Not this time. You are not getting away this time. I cannot believe my eyes. Oh, it's not ready yet. That is a big fish. And we've got it in the net, yes. I am absolutely gobsmacked about this. That is easy a 3-pound fish. Wow, I cannot believe it. It's an absolute stunner too. Just take a look at that one. 100% the fish we came here for. Well, what an incredible fish that was. I'm absolutely delighted with that one. And I am also hugely grateful to John and George for letting me come fish down here today. The day's far from over though, because we've still got some really big perch to hunt out in here, and no doubt there's going to be a few more massive trout lurking somewhere. Well, I'd say it's definitely time for a little celebration, and I'm going to do that in the form of a nice little bottle of Prosecco. Well, it's not every day you catch a couple of fish like that, is it? And it's always important to celebrate the little moments in life, because we're not going to be here forever, are we? Always make sure you take your rubbish home when you're fishing, because there is absolutely nothing worse than a litter bug, is there? So we got another really cool spot to fish just down there, but before we do that, I want to show you this rod. Now this is the brand new rigged and ready Fish Rig 165. Now I did actually play a fair part in designing this rod. It's based off the telescopic Fish Rig 180, which you all know and love by now, but this is actually an even lighter multi-piece version. Look at that. This also makes it even more compact. So I've been waiting a long time for Rigged and Ready to bring out a true ultralight rod, and this absolutely is it. Can cast as little as 0 grams all the way up to 20 grams using its 3 tips, but the lightest tips do about 0 to 8 and about 2 to 10, and then the heavier tip I think is 5 to 20. You can actually get this along with the perfectly matching Rigged and Ready RR 1000, 10-pound braid and 8-pound fluorocarbon, which I've been using as my whole setup all day from my website www.adventurefishinguk.com. There's a really nice deep little ledge there, just alongside those trees. Perch? Please be a perch. Fish on, fish on! Whoa, 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 it's taken the soft bait. Another big trout has taken the soft bait. Wow. Wow, I did not expect that. I did not expect that. It's just in its top lip. This rod is handling it like an absolute dream though. Just a single hook, very lightly in its top lip. This place is just a magic venue. Look at that. I do love this Fish Rig 165. Oh, it does not like the look of that net at all. Come on. Now again, I'm just giving this fish a nice long rest, but what an absolute monster of a thing again. The average size in here is just unbelievable. I tell you what, if I had another bottle of Prosecco on me, I'd be drinking it right about now. Look at that, whoops. Another absolute cracking fish. Gonna get this one back. Something about this little soft plastic is just sending these big trout absolutely bananas. I'm gonna go and try catch this butterfly. My grandma taught me how to do this a long, long time ago. This wind's gonna make it difficult. I can assure you no harm will come to the butterfly. Ah, just missed it. When you're doing this, you've got to be so fragile with them, and you've got to make such a perfect little cup in your hand so you don't hurt them, but luckily I've been taught by the best. There we go, we've got one. Butterflies are such magnificent creatures, aren't they? Some of you might be thinking, well, why have I just cupped a butterfly and not left it alone? Well, the answer is I think sometimes you've got to be close to nature to build an appreciation of it and want to protect it. Well, that's just made me think that maybe all this fishing luck I've had today has come from my grandma up there watching down on me, and if it has, thank you very much, Anne, because I've caught some brilliant trout today. Right, back over to the dam wall with the spinner on. One more chance at a perch. Thank you all very much for watching this video to the end. I do really appreciate it, and as a thank you, I'm going to give everyone who's still watching a 10% discount code. FishRig165, be in the description as well. Get you 10% off anything on the Adventure Fishing website, whether that be one of these beautiful new rods or a reel or whatever you want to get, because I'm in the mood to celebrate. Seeing the fish I've seen today, to be honest, I just couldn't believe my eyes at the size and look and markings on some of them. Gonna have to leave it there. I've got a toddler to go and tend to at home, so again, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you here for the next video. I'll catch you down the road.